everyone. Thanks for joining us for today's virtual visit. My name is Kim and I'm a marine mammal trainer here at New England Aquarium. And for today's visit, I'm really excited to share with all of you the answers to one of our most asked questions, which is, where did our marine mammals come from? And we do have a mixture of some animals that were born here at the aquarium and others that were rescued. And all of our rescues were found as pups at a young age and were sent to different rescue rehab centers to see if they could go back out into the ocean. Now, unfortunately, all of the animals that were rescued that now live here were unable to gain the skills necessary to live out in the wild, such as hunting and foraging, and also because of how young they were. And so because they couldn't have those skills, they needed a new place to go to call home, and that's where we come in. And so to tell you a little bit more about their journeys here, we're going to visit all three of our species, our northern fur seals, California sea lions, and Atlantic harbor seals. These are three of our Atlantic harbor seals, and these three we call part of the spotted family because of the dark spots on their bellies. And that's how you can tell that these three are all related. So farthest from us is Trumpet. Trumpet is 35 years old. She was born here at the aquarium in 1985. In the center we have her daughter Cayenne, who was born here in 1993. And then we have her son Chakotah, who was born here in 1995. Here we have Amelia and Reggae. So Amelia is on our left, and Reggae is on the right. And these two are actually a brother-sister pair. And they were actually both born here. So Reggae was born here in 1993, so he just celebrated his 27th birthday. And then Amelia was born here in 1985, and she just celebrated her 35th birthday. All right, everyone, so now I'll introduce you to this very handsome northern fur seal. This is Cheetah, who we call Chief for short, and he had a pretty long trek to get here at the New England Aquarium. So he was actually found at about 1 week of age, we are estimating, in Alaska by the Alaska Fish and Wildlife Service. From there, he was transported to the Alaska Sea Life Center, where he spent 5 months. From there, he then came here to the New England Aquarium when he was about 6 months old. And as you can see, he's a lot bigger now than he was when he first came to us. And that is because he will be celebrating his 7th birthday this coming August. This is Kitobi. We call her Kit for short, and she's one of our northern fur seals, and she's actually our only northern fur seal that was born right here at the New England Aquarium. So she was born here in August of 2013, so this summer she will be celebrating her 7th birthday. This is Luna. Luna is our youngest and smallest northern fur seal, and she came to us as a rescue. So she was found stranded and emaciated in Newport Beach, California in 2015. And she was brought to the Pacific Marine Mammal Center for Rescue Rehab, and that is in Laguna Beach, California. And after some time there, she did need to find a new home, and so she came to us in July of 2016, where we estimate she was about a year old, and now she will be celebrating her 5th birthday this summer. beautiful sea lion is Tipper. Tipper is one of our adult female California sea lions, and she had a few stops on her journey to the Nolan Aquarium. So she was actually found when she was about a year old, stranded and emaciated on a beach in Newport Beach, California. And from there, she went to a rescue center in San Pedro, California, where she spent some time before she made her new home at the Turtleback Zoo in New Jersey. Now, she spent a while there before coming to us in November of 2016. And she actually came to us with a little bit of a surprise as well. And so she actually came to us pregnant. And so Ron is her son, and he was born here in July of 2017. These two lovely ladies are Zoe and Sierra. Zoe is on the left and Sierra is on the right. And these two actually have a pretty similar story for how they got here at the aquarium. They were actually both born in 2010 and were both rescues. So Sierra was actually born on a beach near Santa Barbara, California in 2010. And then she was transported to the Santa Barbara Marine Mammal Center for rescue. And at that rescue center, Zoe was already there. So she was actually born at that center since her mom was already a patient. Now, Zoe and Sierra, unfortunately, were both rejected by their moms. And they were rejected because they were suffering from domoic acid poisoning. And domoic acid poisoning is something that is caused when our waters get too warm in the ocean, and it causes a toxic red algae to bloom. And that algae works its way up to the food chain to a lot of different marine animals, including California sea lions. And with California sea lions, it's really harmful to them and can cause a lot of serious health issues, which is what Zoe and Sierra's moms were dealing with and caused them to reject their pups. Now, Zoe and Sierra stayed at that rescue center together for about a year before they came to us in 2011, and they just recently celebrated their 10th birthdays. Thank you so much for joining us today to learn a little bit more about our marine mammals here, and we hope you'll tune in for our next virtual visit.